guys, it's Sarah and today I'm going to be filming a tag video for you guys. I'm going to be filming the Fictional Boyfriends tag, and this tag was created by Ray Kate Books, and I'll link her channel and I'll link the original video down below. And I was tagged by Perpetual Pages, who is an amazing booktuber. Highly recommend her channel. She reads a lot of YA and adult and a lot of fantasy, and she watches a lot of anime and reads that. So she's really funny and I really love her channel, so you can go check that out. It'll be linked down below as well, and thank you to her for tagging me. I'm really excited for this tag. So, Fictional Boyfriends tag. This was hard. I don't even think I have a pick for the first book now that I remembered when I was picking out the books. I can't remember what I picked for the first one. So we're just going to jump right into it. Let's see what the first one is. Oh yeah, most romantic boyfriend is #1, and I could not pick boyfriend for this. Okay, I think I have an idea, and this is gonna cause a lot of controversy. Alright, the first one that I'm gonna choose is #1. Okay, let's be real here. #1 is most romantic boyfriend. That's #1. I don't know if I'm filming this to a way that you can understand what I'm saying. Alright, #1 is most romantic boyfriend, and I had a very hard time picking this out because the books that I read, the boys don't tend to be that romantic. They're romantic in their own way. They're not romantic in a traditional way. So for this one, I picked one of those boys that's borderline, people think he's abusive, blah blah blah. A lot of people don't like him, a lot of people love him, but I'm gonna pick him anyway, and that is Travis from Beautiful Disaster. The reason why I picked Travis is because he is a friend before a boyfriend, and I feel like that's already romantic in itself, and I feel like when you come from a friendship into a relationship, there's a lot of things that you already know about each other, and you know what you like and what you don't like and things like that, and I find that romantic to me. I know that's not what everyone finds romantic, but to me that's what I find romantic. I think knowing someone as best you can is romantic, so I picked Travis. And I don't have problems with Travis. Travis is a pretty good dude. So the next question is dark and moody bad boy with a good side, and there are a ton I could choose for this because Sarah loves dark and moody bad boys with a good side, but I chose Sadist from the book 3 in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. Talk about dark and moody. This guy has some serious mental problems in a way that's not good. He's very dark, very just twisted a little bit. He's had a really bad past, and things go good for him in the end, and I enjoy that. So he definitely has a good side, though you don't see it until book 3. So if you're like Sarah, I just started book 1 and Sadist is the most creepy, weirdest character known to man, that's because in book 3 you see who he really is and why he is a little bit creepy and badass, I would say, moody. But yeah, so that's the one I chose for this one. Number three is Paranormal Boyfriend, and I could have chose so many for this as well, but I narrowed it down. I knew I wanted to pick a Jennifer L. Armentrout book because her books are my favorite, some of my favorite romance paranormal books, and I narrowed it down to the best one, I think. And of course, the best one is Roth. Yeah, Roth from White Hot Kiss and Stone Cold Touch. These books are really, 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 really good. I really enjoy these stories. I love Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I love Roth. Love him to death. He's my paranormal boyfriend. He's a demon. So that also reminds me of Supernatural. So Dean is the one I choose for life. Number 4 is Boyfriend You Want to Tame. Again, this is another one I could have chose a lot for, but I wanted to choose something a little bit different, and a Chris Ashley book, obviously, because all of those boys are really badass. But this character is a little more wild, but you don't really know about it until you get further into the series. The Rock Chick series is what I'm talking about. He is a little more wild, but he is probably my favorite. Oh, it's so hard to choose with the Rock Chicks, but I think he might be my favorite, or this story is one of my favorites of the series. That one is book 7, which is Rock Chick Regret, and the character I'm choosing is Hector. And Hector is a former DEA agent. He used to go undercover a lot, made him very wild and just a little unethical. He got out of the DEA and went to go work for Lee, who owns this private investigating company, which this whole series revolves around. Yeah, when we meet him, he has been working for Lee for a little while and just doing PI things, PI badass story stuff. He is one that I would want to tame. He does kind of get tamed down a little bit, but I would enjoy the ride of taming Hector. Let us say that. That sounded really sexual, but wasn't meant to be that sexual. Okay, moving on. Number 5 is Boy You Friend Zoned, and I had a hard time with this because there's not a lot of boys that I would friend zone that weren't already friends in books. If I friend zoned a guy because I wasn't attracted to him, if that's the question you're asking, there are a ton I could have chose, but I didn't want to be rude to other people's characters that they really loved because there's a few that I didn't love. I chose something that's a little bit... See, I wouldn't mind dating this guy, but also he's not necessarily my type, so I'd probably love to be his friend more than date him, because I think the relationship that he's in is perfect, and I just don't think me and him would click in that way, but I'd love to be his friend. I'd love to play like video games with him and just be, you know, pretty awesome with him. It sounds like I'm talking about Wade Watts, but I'm not. He's a good one though. But the guy I'm talking about is Lincoln from Attachments, and this is by Rainbow Row. Lincoln is just really quiet and he's really tall and sexy, so that's a good plus, and I probably would still date him, but I'd also love to be his friend. I think it'd be really fun to have a friend like Lincoln. He's caring, but also he's kind of just, you know, a little more, just, I don't know why. I don't know why I picked Lincoln, but I would definitely be friends with Lincoln. Yeah. I'd probably date him too, so whatever. Number 6 is Your Soulmate, and that was super easy. It's down here, I'm gonna grab it. And that was Lawman by Kristen Ashley, or this is Mitch from Lawman. Oh God, Mitch. Mitch is awesome. He is so sweet and just badass, and he's a cop, and he's just amazing. Mitch is amazing. Mitch is my favorite. Out of the whole series, I think Mitch comes in number 1. Mostly because I relate to Mara a lot, who's the female character in this, and so her relationship with Mitch is like just amazing, perfect for me. I love it to death, but also because Mitch is just awesome. Mitch by himself is just makes the whole story. So, soulmate is Mitch. And there's probably going to be a few Kristen Ashleys. I tried to change it up, but there's a few. 7 is Boy You Would Elope With, and I chose... Oh. I can't believe I chose this. No, I can believe it. I definitely elope with this person, even though he could be, he's almost old enough to be my father, but so what? The guy I chose is Dalinar from The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. Dalinar is going through a lot of shit, so I'd definitely help him work through that, but overall, he's just a very honorable guy, and just Dalinar. That's all I have to say about this one. Is there's something in my eye again. It's just Dalinar. Dalinar. I'd definitely elope with Dalinar in a way where he wouldn't get in trouble if we eloped, because he might get in trouble with Navani if we eloped. But anyway, okay, I picked Dalinar. Number 8 is Boyfriend You'd Venture Anywhere With, and I chose Hector from the Girl on Fire and Thorns trilogy. The only reason why I chose Hector was because I love Hector to death, and he's very protective, and I felt like we'd have a lot of fun traveling. I don't know, I just really like what Hector's all about. That's so funny, I picked 2 Hectors for this video. Anyway, so Hector is Captain of the Guard. He is very honorable again, very just protective, very smart, very just, he knows his shit. So I definitely would pick Hector for traveling anywhere. Hector had to go on here, so I picked him for the traveling thing. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. I don't really know why I would travel with him, but I would travel with him anywhere. Okay, this is kind of an awkward video if you don't, it's just awkward. Number 9 is Boyfriend You Would Love to Be on a Stranded Island With. Okay, number 9 is Boyfriend You'd Want to Be on a Stranded Island With. I think I said that question right. I'm gonna be super unoriginal and pick this person, but I also really love this character. I would pick Perry from Under the Never Sky. I know this is unoriginal, but you definitely want Perry with you if you're on a stranded island. I almost picked him for the traveling one, but he's very suited for the desert island thing, especially because he already lives by the ocean. He already knows all that stuff, so it'd be really super easy to go with him, and he'll know what he's doing, because I would have not one single clue. And Perry, though, is really awesome. I would also pick him for most romantic boyfriend, and like strongest boyfriend, and smartest boyfriend, and just most awesome boyfriend, but those questions weren't mentioned, so I just picked him for the desert island one. Alright, and the last question is, I didn't look at my phone before I said that. What's the last question? Oh, the last question is most badass boyfriend. And of course I have to pick a Kristen Ashley book because duh, all of her boys are badass. So I'm going to choose the most easiest one. The most obvious one. The easiest, most obvious one. What? And that is Lee from Rock Chick. Number 1. First book of the Rock Chick series. This is the tagline. Lee Nightingale is a former bad boy and now runs a private investigation service. Toss together a quiet barista quiet barista with a not-so-lawful side business, a crazy Vietnam vet, a pothead, a drag queen, family and friends who will not mind their own business, a few stun guns, and a bag of diamonds. Mix them all up with some shootings, a high-speed chase, and car bombs exploding, then hang on for your first wild rock chick ride. Oh goodness. Definitely pick Lee as most badass boyfriend, though I could pick a few other ones, like who else would be most badass? Hector would be most badass, Eddie could be badass, Mace could be badass. Damn, Mace is pretty badass, so is Vance and Luke, but I chose Lee because he started it all and I feel like he needs to be read more. His story is just awesome and I just love the series. I love the series. Can you tell? I love the series. Okay. Like I said, this is a little bit awkward. Yeah, that is it for this video, guys. It was super fun, super easy. Actually, it was not that easy. It was kind of easy. I had this out the whole time, didn't I? Wardrobe malfunctions. Your girl's awesome. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I have for this video. Let me know some of your favorite fictional boys down below. Answer a few of these questions, like most badass boyfriend and one you'd elope with, because I think that's a pretty funny question. Like, who would you like to be with so much that you couldn't wait to get married to him, so you had to elope with him? Let me know that down below. And yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't think I want to tag anybody. I'm gonna tag anybody just because I feel like a lot of people have already done this video and I'm still out of the game with the tags, whole tagging people stuff. So I'm not gonna tag anybody, but if you want to do it, certainly do it down below and say I tagged you. Okay, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!